Hey everybody, Theresa here of Larkin Design. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I wanted to do is strictly a review video. And I've never actually done a review video, but I thought that it was important to do this in the current project life climate. And so what I'm seeing is with Becky Higgins making her announcement that she's not going to be releasing any physical Project Life product right now. I don't know what that means for the future. I don't know what that means for the brand. I don't have any insider information. Please don't DM me asking me for secrets because I don't have any secrets. That's all I know. But there's some panic. There's been some panic about, well, what's going to happen with our albums and how are we going to get our page protectors and how are we going to get product. And so first off, regarding Project Life product, you guys, there are so many amazing and wonderfully talented designers out there who create pocket page collections every month that we have enough product to keep us going forever and ever and ever. And I think that what is important to do right now, and this is actually a part of why I have been committed to my own YouTube channel and to my own resource of classes through the Larkin Design website, is hybrid scrapbooking. And you guys know that I do a lot of hybrid scrapbooking. I take digital products and digital kits and print them out, and then I have an endless supply. As much as you can afford to buy and print and use is available out there. And the wonderful thing is that Becky Higgins actually hires a lot of those designers, right? Such as Krista Celine of Celine Studio, Liz Tamanaha of Paisley Press has done kits for Becky. Becky Higgins has hired so many of these designers to create her kits and design her physical Project Life product. So if there's a favorite designer that you had in the Project Life lineup, look them up and support their business online, support their own shop. And that way we can continue doing this. And in that vein, I wanted to talk a little bit about different page protectors because I think that some people are freaked out and worried that Project Life page protectors are going away and feel like they need to stock up and they feel like panicked and then we're going to have a shortage. But that's not really necessary. And so I have a few different brands of page protectors that I have used throughout my whole Project Life experience. I have some that I love, some that are not my favorites, and I'll tell you why. But I have to tell you that a page protector is a page protector, and it's only as good as the brand that stands behind it. And so, for example, Creative Memories, years and years ago, they trained us to believe that a product would last for 75 years. When you print out a picture onto photo paper, Canon or whatever the photo paper brand is, HP, will tell you that photo paper is designed to last 75 years. That's pretty standard in the industry. That's Epson photo paper right there. I have no idea what that photo paper is. But here's the thing, that 75 years is not a guarantee against water damage, against sun damage, against life happenings. There is no guarantee. The only guarantee that we have about our albums and the only guarantee that we have about our scrapbook layouts is as long as we are around to curate them, they will last. As long as we are around to go through every once in a while and check on the adhesives and make sure that everything's staying in place. That is how long our albums are guaranteed to last. Whatever happens after we're gone is sort of out of our control. So with that in mind, that's not a negative, right? That's just real. And I'm just a very real person here. I just, you know, I think it's great if my albums last for 175 years and end up in the Smithsonian. Wouldn't that be awesome? But the chances of that happening are really slim. What's really more important to me is that I have these to share with our children. And if they want them, they will keep them. If they don't want them and I'm gone, so be it. I didn't waste any time, and I didn't waste any energy, and I didn't waste any product just by making these albums. But I do want you to know that there are options out there for great page protectors so that you don't have to freak out. Don't freak out. Don't feel like the Project Life brand is dying or whatever. We make this industry what we want it to be. And so a brand that I had never tried before is Scrapbook.com branded page protectors. And so there's a couple of things that I look for in a page protector, and that is the size of the pockets, the strength of the seams, and how they look with other brands. So this is Scrapbook.com. This is their brand of standard design A page protector, and it does have a little bit of, it's a little bit cloudy. Let me get that photo out again and show you, because I know some people like want the page protector to not be cloudy. They want it to be clear, and I'm with you on that. I want to be able to see the beautiful photos that we printed, right? And so this is what your photo will look like. It has a nice weight to it. The pocket itself has a nice weight. It is a lightweight page protector, but it feels like it would hold up pretty well. There's the photo through the pocket, so pretty good clarity. And then I want to test the pocket strength a little bit, because I know we like to fill them, and I just pulled on that and that just came off. So I don't know about the I don't know about the quality or how this will hold up over time. All I know to do is to try it and see if you like it. I did get this small pack of 10. This is a pack of 10 for like $5 or something like that. So if you try it and you don't like it, you're not out a bunch of money. And then the sizes, let's see. I have a couple of Studio Calico cards here. So I'm going to just test and see how easily they slide in and out. There's always going to be one pocket that's smaller than the others, more than likely, just to account for the seam. But these all seem to slide in pretty well. That one is a little bit looser than the others. So those are all, those pockets feel pretty consistent actually. I don't feel like I would need to cut any of these Studio Calico cards down. And the photo itself has a little bit of room. There is an embellishment. There's a chipboard star on this photo, so it has a little bit of dimension, and it fits in pretty nicely. But it does have a little bit of room here to wiggle. And again, that's probably to account for the center seam. So my review for the scrapbook.com page protectors is going to be medium or average. I don't know how that will stand up. Obviously, we don't go ripping our page protectors every day. But if you have small children, right? Like if small children get a hold of your page protector. I don't know. So again, it's one that I haven't used before and one that I'm not familiar with. I am so much more familiar with the Becky Higgins. One thing I will say is regarding how it looks in the album next to another brand. If you mix and match your pages, as I do sometimes, it does have the tab inside here, whereas Becky Higgins has just a straight page. But it measures a bit bigger than Becky Higgins, and that would explain why you don't have to trim down any of the cards. So it does measure just a tiny bit bigger. It's one seam bigger than the Becky Higgins page protectors. So this is the one that we're probably most familiar with, Becky Higgins. Her pages, I know that she went through a period of time where she learned a lot about making sure that the pockets themselves did not rip, and she's done a good job of that. It's also a very good batch from her. This is a Simple Stories, and so Simple Stories has a great collection. You've probably used snap albums before, and this happens to be one that has a 6x8 photo pocket, and these slide sideways in, and they have four 4x6 pockets. I fused that inside there, so that can be a challenge when you go to do your back. And what I did was I just adhered this pocket onto the page protector itself using red line tape, and it is stuck there. You can't get that off. So that's one way to do that, or to just do a double-sided card in there if you know what you're putting in the next page. The clarity in this page protector is fantastic. It's a very clear pocket, and I've never had one rip before. They feel pretty secure. So it looks like scrapbook.com has a little bit of work to do on their seams to make sure that they hold a little bit better. I also like that Simple Stories has a straight edge here, and how this one compares in size is it is about the same size as the scrapbook.com page protector, and just a little bit smaller than the Becky Higgins page protector. I'm not bothered by that. Are you guys bothered when they're different, just different, slightly different size? I'm not really bothered by that. I think that's fine. I don't think that people looking through the album notice it either. I'm just looking through to see what other brands. This is a We Are Memory Keepers page protector, and I have used these a lot. In fact, I've come to like the 12x12 page protectors from We Are Memory Keepers better than I like the Becky Higgins 12x12. And one of the reasons is because I use a lot of We Are Memory Keepers albums. Anyway, this album is We Are Memory Keepers, and so they come with them, and then you just order another pack, and they're all consistent in for the 12x12 page protectors. This one happens to be one that I created myself, and so I took 4x6 pockets and created, split this in two, and then made a pocket for the 8x12 photo. So originally this was a full-size page protector, but We Are Memory Keepers does have pocket pages, and let me look back here and see if I have some. The only thing that bothers me about We Are Memory Keepers is that they have the little tab on the inside. It looks like I have have dividers in here that I forgot. It looks like I have, this is a 3 4x6 and 2 6x6 page protector. Wait, that's, yeah, it is. So strength of the pockets is pretty good, and the clarity, they always seem to be pretty clear to me, although I've heard other people complain that they aren't necessarily as clear as Becky Higgins. Here's the 12 by the full 12 by 12, and you can see they have the branding. They've changed their branding a little bit from that one. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. That's their old branding, and then this is their new branding, but they have kept the tabs the same. So if that look is important to you, then you're good. But I like that We Are Memory Keepers has a good assortment of page protectors, and obviously I don't think that they are going anywhere. American Crafts has done a really good job of keeping them going with their tools and albums, and they are a really good quality product. So I order those all the time and use those all the time. And then we had talked already about the Simple Stories. I also have some from Echo Park. So let me hop over and find those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a couple of other brands that I have on hand that I can share with you, that I've used before, that I feel like I can review fairly and tell you about pretty accurately. Actually, let me leave that there. I have a couple of Hobby Lobby brand pocket page inserts. I have a couple of Hobby Lobby branded pocket pages here, and I have mixed feelings about recommending Hobby Lobby's brand to you. And I hope that I can come across as unbiased, but I am a consumer. I'm not a Hobby Lobby, I'm not a designer, I am a consumer, so I am biased in terms of the consumer. And so Hobby Lobby has this knockoff brand. It's no different than Scrapbook.com creating their own pocket pages. It's no different than Echo Park creating their own pocket pages. This is certainly within anyone's right to do so. This is a cottage industry around project life. And so Hobby Lobby created their own unbranded pages that's made a certain way that they make them and branded under the Paper Studio. And so that's all well and good. What bothers me about the way that Hobby Lobby does business is, and please don't send any hate mail to me. Don't send hate mail to Hobby Lobby. This is within their right to do so, and it's legal, and it's a business. But if you notice, what they've done is they put, for a couple of years, they put Becky Higgins Project Life in their stores, and they saw that it did really, really well. Like, it did really well for them, and it did really well for Becky, and it did really well for the Project Life project, for the industry. And people bought it. They got used to buying pocket pages in Hobby Lobby and in Joann and all the other box stores that you could get Project Life product from. And they saw that it was doing well, and they started creating their own. And they created their own for a while, and then they took all the Becky Higgins branded Project Life product off the shelves. And now all that you find in the Hobby Lobby is the branded, or the off-brand pocket page products from the Paper Studio, and no more Project Life. And this had a devastating effect on Becky, personally, I imagine, personally, and it's had an effect on our industry. The fact that all of these big box stores decided to stop carrying this, even though there's still a market for this product. And Hobby Lobby proves that there's still a market for this product because they are still selling their branded or their non-branded page protectors. It pains me to share this product just personally and biased. I admit my own bias. Like, I would really just rather buy the branded product, and I'd really rather see the brand name products in the big box stores. I think that Becky Higgins deserves to have her product in the big box stores. I think that Paige Evans deserves to have her product in the big box stores. Jane Davenport deserves to have her products. Heidi Swap deserves to have her products in the big box stores. What I don't like is that Hobby Lobby waits to see if it's successful, and if it is, then they introduce their own and they quietly remove the brand name. There's something that feels a little shady about that. Again, just my own personal opinion. Please don't send any hate mail. Please don't hate on Hobby Lobby. I'm not hating on Hobby Lobby. It is within their rights to do that, and that is their something that I've noticed that they do in our industry. I don't know if they do the same thing in the yarn industry. I don't know if they do the same thing in the beading industry. I don't know, but it's something that they've done in the scrapbooking industry over and over and over again. But these are their page protectors, and they're thin and light. I will, after stating clearly and openly that I am biased, they are thin and light. The seams hold up pretty well. They're pretty clear. Let me get my trusty photo again. That just looks funny there now. Let me get our cute little photo here and show you what it looks like inside the page protector. I know it's hard to tell on screen, but it's a pretty clear page protector. There's a bit of breathing room in there for your photos. This is cut to 4x6, so it is a little bit bigger than the photo itself, but that looks pretty good inside that page protector. And it is square, so it's going to look pretty good next to your Becky Higgins page protectors. And then size-wise, it is a whole lot bigger. There's the Becky Higgins edge, and there's the Hobby Lobby edge. So that is going to almost hang outside of your We Are Memory Keepers album. Almost. They're a bit bigger, and I suspect that their pocket, the 3x4 pockets, are a true 3x4. Yep. It's quite a bit of give. If you notice, Studio Calico's cards are just a little bit narrower than 3 inches. And you can actually, you can see that they're just like 2.98 or 2.97. They're like a 1/16 of an inch smaller than 3 inches. That is to accommodate the stitching in the page protector. But Hobby Lobby has what is probably a true 3x4 pocket. They also have a little bit in the center. They have a little bit of a inset there with the seam. I don't know if that matters or not. It's just there. And that one is a little bit tighter than the others, but they are pretty generous pockets. I think that would bug me if you use Studio Calico cards, Ali Edwards cards that are cut just a little bit narrower. That might slip out, you know, or whatever. I don't know. But that is the Hobby Lobby page protectors. that's all I'm going to say about those page protectors. You know, you got to spill a little tea sometimes. So something that I have used a lot of is Studio Calico. And you guys are all familiar with the Bermuda album. The Bermuda album is made with a lot of Studio Calico pocket pages. This is the Jasmine Jones album, which I love and adore. It has been one of my favorite albums ever that I've ever done. And so I thought I would just let you have a peek in here to see. Can you see that all right? To see the page protectors that I've used in this album. So let me find the Studio Calico page protectors. They're all kinds of mixed up. I've used different kinds of page protectors. They may just be these non-branded ones. I'm not sure. Come to think of it, Becky Higgins with the gold branding on it. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I think that the Studio Calico is these non-branded page protectors, and so there were just a couple of different configurations in the album itself, and then I combined them with some of the Becky Higgins page protectors, and so there really isn't a lot of difference between them. They're pretty clear, you know. I would recommend Studio Calico any day. They're a nice weight. They hold up well at the seams. I can tug on the seams a little bit. They give you a little bit of space. I have that on the outside of the page protector, but you do have a little bit of space inside the pockets. And obviously you're going to get a consistent pocket that works with their cards as well. This is cool to walk through this album. I haven't shared a walkthrough of the Bermuda album because it's not finished yet. But I'm just looking at what page protectors there are that I put in here because it's been so long. You can see that I probably did a video pretty early in the Bermuda series. There's a playlist if you want to see that. On my YouTube channel, there's a playlist, and you can follow along and see what I've done in this album already. There are some 3x4, so I guess it's kind of like Design F page protectors. And, you know, these are the standard. I feel like Studio Calico and Becky Higgins are the standard. And here's some 3x3 pockets. Those are just some of the options that were available. And again, this is the 9x12 size. So you give up the 12x12. But anyway, so my recommendation for Studio Calico is that they are a really awesome and a trustworthy brand of page protectors, and use them anytime. You just have to, you give up the 12x12 size with them. And I know that some people aren't ready to make that jump. I have loved working with the 12x12 size for this album, or with the 9x12 size, but it isn't something that I'm ready to take on for weekly project life or monthly project life. But that is Studio Calico. Alright, I have one more that I wanted to show you a little bit of, and it is Echo Park. And so Echo Park kind of comes out of the blue. I don't know, I don't, who's using Echo Park for project life? I don't know who is, I'm not sure why. This is from January of 2017. So at some point in 2017, I said, hey, let's try Echo Park page protectors. But I think that you're limited in the options that you have. These are hybrid Project Life pages. So they are pages that I created in the app, in the Project Life app, and then printed and added embellishments to. And so this is a 12 by 12 pocket from Echo Park. It has pretty substantial seam on there. Pretty clear. It's a pretty good pocket page. And it has a little tab on the inside. Most of these, I believe, well, there's a Becky Higgins page protector, but these are all 12 by 12. They're not pocket pages. I don't believe I have an actual pocket page from Echo Park, but it is an option that's there. I encourage you to check them out and see what is available. I would recommend them. They are an excellent weight, an excellent quality of page protector. They have a nice, the little binding here is pretty substantial, and it looks great in the albums. So check them out, you know, see what you think. Here's what I encourage you to do. If you are feeling panicked about whether or not pocket pages are going to still be available, I encourage you to just buy a small pack of brands that you're familiar with, brands that you like, brands that you've used before, brands that you've never used before, and just try them out and see what you think. Don't be afraid to spend $5, $6 on a pack of page protectors, and just to have the peace of mind to say, okay, I don't like those, or yep, I like those, but, or I like those and now I know what they're all about and I can incorporate them into my albums. Hopefully I know this has been long, but hopefully it's kind of helped you see a little bit of some different options for page protectors, help you make decisions about what you want to use in your own albums. And I hope to hear from you. Let me know what you're using. What are you using personally? I would love to know, what are you stocking up on Becky Higgins? I wouldn't blame you, but you don't have to. You don't have to just freak out and just use hers. All this to say, get your albums done. Like, get what you need to finish your albums and complete them. I think that is more important than worrying about whether you're going to have page protectors or not. Get what you need to finish what you've already started, and then we'll figure it out from there. But I don't think that pocket pages are going anywhere. I don't think that the whole cottage community that surrounds this one project is going anywhere. I think that has a long life ahead of it. It has a great place in our community. Still works wonderfully as a great way to document your family memories, to document vacations, trips, daily life, weddings, babies. So much amazing potential in this project. Thanks for joining me today, and I will chat with you soon. Bye-bye.